What's up, guys? Lightning over here, and welcome back to 1000 Lives. Okay, so last Sunday off, the 17th. Yep, let us read the story. Reaching the Sun, Chapter 3. Real. So foretold the tales that once upon a time there was a wolf without a past or memory who wanted to reach the sun. Hey you Harry, come with me. A voice wafts through the tree branches with any clear origin. Yeah, you, I'm talking to you. Who else? There's no one else here, genius. Come on, follow me. The wolf was astonished. He could see something moving among the treetops where the voice grew distant. Before he lost it, the wolf followed it until he reached the foot of the mountain, a dead goat lying at the base. Help yourself, it's your dinner. The voice took shape in front of the dead animal. The source was an empathetic crow with a limp body. He stood out quite a bit because, unlike other crows, he was gray. The wolfhound was feeling reluctant about accepting the goodwill of the crow. Are you not only clumsy, but also stupid? The crow cried. Eat it, so I can take the leftovers. The wolf wondered why the crow would need him to do something like that. Fangs, teeth, I'm a bird. How in the world do you expect me to eat the meat? With a knife and fork? You seem to be new to this. The wolves and crows have always helped each other with these things. The wolf couldn't help but bow his head. He barely knew how to live within a wolf pack. Hey, I'm also treated differently because I'm gray, and I'm not complaining. I don't even care what your name is, as long as you open up our buddy here and allow him to rest in my belly. I'm just a wolf, he replied, and that's... Look, you can be a seagull for all I care, the crow said in an irritated tone. You're a wolf, and when I get your corpses, you tear them asunder. We make a perfect team. We can take a picture to create the epic moment and create a website that chronicles the great adventures of the Harming Wolf and the rejected crow. The wolf nodded. He was able to do it as awesome and encroached upon the goat's corpse. Before he began to rip out, he realized something. The crow was a huge bird. He could probably fly quite high above, so out of curiosity, the wolf asked the crow if he happened to know how to reach the sun, or if he had visited the sun before. Yes, and I also have 3 legs. Are you honestly trying to drive me insane? The crow was outraged. No, I haven't been that far. Nor have I tried. You must be crazy to actually want to go there. But if you're so willing, then why don't you climb atop the mountain and see what you can find up there? The wolf hadn't noticed something so simple. He had tried even worse things before. So it mightn't be such a bad idea. In any case, I doubt you'll accomplish anything. The crow's words puzzled the wolf and caused him to tilt his head. It's not a question of whether or not I believe you can reach the sun. It's quite obvious that I don't want to oppose one standing over my meal. The crow shrugged and sighed in annoyance. It's that the mountain is quite vast, and I don't think you'll be able to reach its summit. It exhausts me just looking at it, and I can fly. Imagine your own situation when you walk in such an odd manner. It's important to distinguish between reality and delusion. You know, that's my motto. The wolf didn't wish to speak with the crow any further. His own aspirations and the ones of his gray acquaintance were completely different. There was no more reason to discuss it. The wolf asked one last question out of curiosity, and the crow replied angrily. Why do you care? I won't confide whether that's my name. You're quite nosy. In the same mood, after the dinner, the wolf and the crow bid each other farewell, each going their separate way. That is how the wolf came to be the climb of the mountain. At first it wasn't too difficult, but it became harder and harder. The mountain's path was erratic and confusing. The wolf got lost easily and was often unsure if he was following the correct path. As he went up, the temperature became more frigid and it became more difficult to breathe. The incline of the slopes grew, and the wolf was unable to find another path from which to advance. He sought a place to rest, but was attacked by a bear. He tried to only managed to injure and further complicate the situation. Some days passed, and the crow was right. It was impossible to reach the summit. He was exhausted, disoriented, and injured. How, he wondered. How could the sun bring happiness when it's unreachable? After so many attempts, he had accomplished nothing at all. The sun was so distant, his existence was so difficult to believe in. Something so implausible cannot bring joy. No one was about to give up. No empty promise of happiness, or the sun itself justified such a task. And he was also alone. There was no one standing next to him, No past, no friends, not even a past or memory. Only one future lay ahead. Death. If I'm going to die, then I must at least try. That's my decision. So foretold the tales that once upon a time there was a wolf without a past or memory who wanted to reach the sun. Now we have to wonder the lies thing. Chapter 5. A phase of my life is coming to an end. It's a time when adults are at ease with their children as they present us with that one simple sentence, intent to open up a fresh conversation. How are your grades doing? But this year, it's different for us. There's a second question they can ask without worrying about the answer to the first question. What will you study now? It's the most important moment of our life. The intersection where our destinies will be decided. A time of goodbyes and new beginnings. That's what everyone says anyway. I think they're exaggerating. When you're like me, average grades, average looks, normal prospects, and interests that at least manage to fade very normal as well, then those questions fail to concern me. I'll be probably fine, everyone thinks, without any kind of pressure or drama. Life goes by quickly, no twists or turns. You can summarize your life in a few lines and use it as a transition to your next biggest life event. The next event for us is the graduation party that those of us in the community picked. It started early this morning at the gates of Huron Institute, rather at my old school. Commander, you're late. Our green honors just let me yawn. He's carried 2 large, sturdy briefcase into the main road yard. May I ask what you guys are doing with those things? No idea, I'm just following the boss orders. You already know about how she insists that we didn't know anything about her plans? Go see her, she's been waiting for you a while now. Meet her in a minute. As he leaves, prodding with the miraculous maneuver he used to open the gates of the school with his feet since his hands are full. I take in my surroundings, my view mostly filled with students making their way across the school grounds. It's not like there are many people here, but it could still be considered a success, considering the expectations I had for it. Usually on graduation day, the students only receive their diplomas and listen to a couple of speeches in the auditorium. Later in the day, the grads can prove that they're true adults and have new something that's reserved only for adults. Exactly, getting as drunk as a skunk. The main event being going to a nightclub seemed too boring for our committee, so we decided to add a small morning competition between 2 participating schools. We're supposed to compete amongst ourselves in one way or another, and from what I've heard, there may be some further prizes. The problem is that, although I'm one of the committee members, I have no idea what's going to happen. I only came to land ahead with whatever I may be needed for. It's not that I'm slacking off or anything. I want to help out with some vital task. Honestly, I didn't think anyone in their right mind would wake up this early and come to school on a day without classes. Where am I even supposed to go now? It seems like I'm not the only one making a lost puppy face this morning, though. I see her Claire pacing around, carrying flyers. She flares them around in a vain attempt at distributing them among the passerby. All she manages to spout on are intermediate modest syllables to which nobody listens. After a fair attempt, she crouches and conceals them under her hat. It's a bit sad, so I approach and comfort her. Halfway there, I regret and stopped walking. It's been a while since the last time we saw each other and spoke. I don't know what I could say. It's not that I'm nervous, well, maybe a little. It's complicated. It'd be best if I leave her alone. It's too late to waste more time. So, it almost seems as Claire somehow teleports over next to me. She grabs my shirt and looks at me with her tearful eyes. Oh, Claire, I didn't notice you. How are you? They told me to see you, but nobody's listening to me. I tried, well, more or less. You catch my drift? It's just these people are so impolite. I see. Is something wrong, sir? Not at all. Why do you think that? You would usually take the opportunity to laugh at me and then say something like, what I don't understand is how no one has taken you to the lost kitty area yet. I never finished my sentence with heh. Don't make things up. It's the only way I could come up with way to imitate that odd smile you make when you try to sound cynical. I bring my hand up to my face and press my fingers to my lips, but I mean that Claire's just messing with me. Don't be so serious, silly. It's gonna be a long day. We have plenty of time, don't we? Yeah, I guess so. Regardless, you should have gotten here sooner. The rest of us have been doing all of them for ourselves. And I'm sure you haven't met up with the boss yet. Yeah, I'm looking for her. I'll take her, I know where she is. Shouldn't you be passing on those flyers? I don't want to interrupt your work. You really think I'll be able to pass on a single one? No way, let's go. And no person would at least try to cheer me up. Boo. But that's good, it means that you're back to normal. Follow me. Clearly met the schoolyard. It's large outdoor with several fields. Says have soccer, basketball, and even track and field. Ooh, we get a new background finally. Long past the years where the stands were inhabited by spectators for sporting events of all kinds, this place has seen better times. With the hands of the carefree students' generation, its success remains standing. I realize where my destination is as soon as we arrive at the yard, and I see a huge crowd of students, mainly male. She's there. I'm standing silent. I'll give you more support. You just don't want to fight your way through the sea of men. Finally, yes. On the other hand, I'd rather observe everything from afar. That's just a nice way of saying that you enjoy watching me suffer. Claire laughs. I take it as a way of confirming my suspicion. I drop my shoulders and extend my seat. I salute Claire as if I'm in the army or rushing into the heart of the storm. It takes me 10 minutes to cover 9 feet. On the other side of the crowd is a wooden stand with tons of cables surrounding it. They appear to be connected to different electronic devices, half of which I can't even identify. Sitting at the very center of the crowd is a smooth-ass smile with Horvat. Ziva Shawnee. Quick, Edwin, give me an adjective. The busy woman asks me an odd question rather than looking at me. Makes me wonder if she caught a whiff of my scent or if she has eyeballs attached to the back of her head. Ultra? Everyone knows my direction of Ultra. Alright? You write something on a piece of paper and immediately looks to her right, pointing with the person next to her. Your turn, Dins. Give me a noun. Eat. Dins, who was resting on top of the wooden stand, now raises his head. He gives Ziva an unsure reply before going back to sleep. Are we playing Mad Libs? Seriously, if I had to define that guy's worst sin, it would never choose between sloth and gluttony. Eat is a verb, Dins, so well, I can use it anyways. Ozzy, give me another noun. Ozzy appears out of nowhere as if he just fallen from heaven. He squats down beside before standing up and walking with Ziva. He must have injured his ankle as if he jumped down from the second or third floor and paused his hiding in pain and tried to more manly. Boom! The okay answer is boobs. And what? Was there a long answer? Great, so ready now. They didn't even call the Ultra Boob Eaters. Objection! I don't know what you're talking about. You are late and I need people for this competition, so I team up with these two. One event cannot be changed. Play yourself and go to the starting point. The challenge begins in 5 minutes. Ziva doesn't listen to my complaint. She stands up, picks up a microphone, and announces something throughout the entire school using the loudspeaker. Hello, my favorite guys. Fine. I'm happy because we're finally about to start the very first and super secret trial of the competition here at Net and Nugent Institute. Anyone who's participating, please sit in the stand. You'll be able to watch everything on those big screens. It's going to be a tremendous, dramatic, incredible, unforgettable day. Anything's going to fall short. So please do everything you do to those of us who are graduating today and leave with the brightest memories possible. Thank you. Anything for you, Ziva. We love you, Ziva. Marry me, Ziva. I knew about her popularity before, but this surpassed my expectations. Now I understand my addiction for the attendant was miscalculated. Especially when it comes to all the men here. It's because the committee's boss is able to move the masses with only a wink. I swear I heard cheering. Although looking at this display of equipment and organization, it's pretty clear that it's not only because of her pretty face. She not only has immense charisma, but she also has an immense talent. I'm also a committee member, and I didn't even know what she had planned for the day. I have no idea whatsoever where she got the budget for those big screens and all those electronic devices. I should feel bad about leaving all that work to her, but it's not like I didn't offer to help her before. And besides, Ziva's been acting weird about me for a while now. Plus, she kept me in the dark about all of her plans for today. It's not that her friendship was bad, it's just that our conversations became too normal. She stopped psychoanalyzing me at every opportunity for some reason. Now this should become normal. At the same time, it's keeping us distant. Don't just stand there, follow me inside. The starting point on the 4th floor. Without the strength to resist him, I follow Aussie and the rest of the team inside the building. When we go up the stairs, I notice other groups of 3 waiting at different points, each team surrounded by a disturbing atmosphere. It seems like each of the teams are whispering, passing on different secrets. It seems all the participants' eyes reflect their inner bloodlust. It seems that everyone wants to steal my prize. How naive. I look at Austin, wonder what he's talking about. This seems to read my mind and gives me an answer. You don't know because you got here late, but during the introduction, Zima asked about the competition, and there was a pretty big commotion about it. Is it that good? Anything you can guess falls short, Pano. It's the best prize that a man can ask for, and of course I'm destined to win it. I turned to Dens. Is it that good? Don't ignore me. It really is a great prize. Can you believe that once people started to talk about it, some outside started to show up? Participation should be restricted to students, but I get the feeling that more than one stranger has entered. I don't know how that happened. I bet you were in charge of registration. How did you guess? We head on the far corner on the 4th floor. There we find one of the big black briefcases that Austin had been carrying earlier. On it, there's a label with a disgusting team name. Archer Boob Eaters on it. Did she know what our name would be beforehand or what? When I ripped the piece of paper into tiny scraps, I look at my 2 teammates. So there's anyone going to tell me what the great prize is? Both try to speak at the same time, but they're suddenly interrupted by a metallic voice coming out from the loudspeakers. I can see that you're ready, so without further ado, let's begin this thing. Even words seem strange to me. I look up at the ceiling and notice that there are a few cameras placed around the building, meaning that all are probably being monitored. You probably guessed that those briefcases that correspond to each team. Well, you can open them now. Please use the following passcode to do so. Zima announces a 3-digit code several times, like when they announce lottery numbers on television. But due to the complex code input system, our damn briefs take a couple of tries until I can finally crack it open. I'm sorry it's such a complex security system, but it's necessary so that nobody would end up being caught. The viewers closely take a peek inside our briefcase. We can't believe what we found inside the big black box. What we find shut inside the padded interior are 2 firearms. The most charged competition in our school is a team deathmatch. Whoa. Well, Dens and me were pretty good at that shooting game. But anyway, we're gonna stop it there. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to click that like button. Lets me know you're enjoying the content. Also support the channel. And next week I will definitely upload that video, I promise. And subscribe if you're not already. Try the part of it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.